Hello, 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 and welcome to Worthy Wednesday. Listen, today is April, let me see, the 28th, 30 days, how's September? Did anybody ever learn that song in school besides me? So you knew how many days of each month were in the year. Anyway, that's so random, but literally I have used that device my entire life to know how many days are in the month I'm in. So anyway, I'll sing it for y'all just because. So it goes 30 days has September, April, June, and November. After February's done, the other months have 31. So I'm not really sure where I learned that actually, but I know it was in early elementary school, which is so funny to me that I literally can tell you how many days in the month just based on singing that little song. So welcome to Worthy Wednesday, Worthy Women. I want to say that I have still been so ecstatic to see the sun here in Washington/Portland. And it rained the other day like 2 times, and I was like, what in the world? And for just a brief moment, I was like, man, what a difference the weather can have on your mood. And I know there's such a thing as seasonal affect disorder, so I know that is a true struggle for some people. But I can tell you, y'all, I have never missed the sun more than I do now. But I'm thankful because it's more springtime here, and so they said between like summer until about end of October, November, it's absolutely beautiful. So I don't know, I might have to become a snowbird or something and live somewhere else from like Christmas until May and then come back and do the summer here. But anyway, so I'm thankful that the sun has been out. Anyway, it's also so green and luscious here. I'm really not mad when it rains because I know that this area needs the rain. So it's beautiful. But welcome to Worthy Wednesday, Worthy Women. I am a little tired today. Listen, I tell you, going to work at 3:45 in the morning is really early. Whoa. And then getting home after sometimes 10 hours is a little, y'all, it's a lot. Anyway, so today I took a nap, and I am happy that I took a nap because if I wouldn't have, I don't think I'd be awake right now for Worthy Wednesday. But let's get started. I want to share something that I think, it might tickle you and it also might annoy you. And I feel like I'm okay with either of those. So last week we talked about, to be honest, and honestly, completely intended, I have discovered that telling the truth at all times has nothing to do really with your feelings or emotions. It has to do with you honoring the Lord first, and then honoring yourself in order to communicate to people that you deal with truthfully, because that helps you progress in your relationship. So being honest, it's the way to be. And especially because worthy women, we are adults and we need to live and breathe and move as adults. So listen, to be honest, just be honest. It's great. So I interrupted 2021, which is the year of me, to talk about being honest. And I feel like sometimes there are strategic, obviously, and divine interruptions when I'm really thinking about what I want to talk about with y'all. But this week, I want to go back to the year of me. But before I do that, the second announcement I want to say is, y'all, I have so enjoyed Tickle Me Tuesday. I have had more fun finding things that are just laugh out loud, hilarious. And I want to challenge you, worthy women. Y'all, if you don't laugh during the day, you need to get that together immediately. Now, my favorite book says, laughter doth good like a medicine, and it is health to your bones. So if you are not laughing during the day, stop it. Literally, stop it and start laughing. Find a reason to create laughter and joy in your life, because it certainly makes you feel better. And do you know it takes 42 muscles to frown? Okay, I didn't do that well. But it takes like 10 to smile. So dude, brightens up your whole face and it's totally worth it. So I want to talk about being fake. Legit. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about fake me. Now, y'all, in this culture that we have right now in our world, that word is used so often and it is abused. It's almost like love. I feel like love is a word that it is overused and it is abused, and people throw it around like we're talking about the sky. And it's not the same thing, you know? So you have to be careful that words that have a lot of weight, that you actually give them the weight that they deserve. So I want to talk about fake me because, you know, whether or not you have children, Miss Jerry, hey girl, whether or not you have children, you have been around children, teenagers, middle schoolers. My niece is 13, going to ninth grade later on this year. My daughter is a freshman in college. And to hear them speak about people who are fake, you know, and I thought to myself, do I ever say that people are fake? And then I'm like, do I ever think I'm fake? Because when you're talking about me, you don't have to talk about other people. You just need to talk about you. So I decided that it would be so important for us to look at how fake is used and how we use it as women. So the dictionary, y'all know, is my favorite thing to I love the dictionary. I feel like I could spend hours exploring and studying words. I digress. Anyway, so I went to the dictionary, and did you know that the word fake has 3 different uses? It can be an adjective, it can be a verb, and it can be a noun. So I said, you know, we finna get our lives rocked just a little bit by understanding what fake means. So we're going to start with part 1, which is an adjective. Now, you know, an adjective describes a noun, okay? A noun, which is a person, place, or thing, or main event. So an adjective can tell you, for example, Carrie has curly hair. What kind of hair does she have? Curly. Curly gives you a mental picture so you can imagine what my hair might actually look like, right? Okay. You could say that my favorite color is red. So the noun or the object or the direct object is color, and then what describes that is red. So when you talk about being fake as an adjective, that means that you are not real. I mean, well, we already know that because we will tell somebody in a minute, that girl is so fake. She is fake. And what we mean by that as an adjective, when we're describing someone, we're saying that they are not real. They are not genuine. Oh, they are a counterfeit. Oh, like the only counterfeit that we know is counterfeit money, which is where money that was made is attempted to be passed as the real thing. So if you are being fake, you're attempting to be passed off as the real you, but you're not the real you because you're being a counterfeit you. Anyway, I digress. Also, fake as an adjective means it's a sham. Now, y'all know when something is a sham, that means that people are acting and participating in something that you know from the very beginning that that thing is not going to work. You, as soon as you see it, you're like, girl, that is a sham of an event, meaning that it is thrown together. The people that are doing it are thrown together. The people that are in charge of it thrown together, and it is going to be a disaster. So have you ever used fake as an adjective to describe other people? Now here, in the year of 2021, the year of me, y'all know I'm never going to talk about you. I'm only going to talk about me. And I'm going to tell you, I have described people as fake before. I have felt like that there are certain people that I have met that they were not genuine. They were not real. I certainly, girl, let me tell you, I thought in my whole life, I knew that they were counterfeit. I was just like, you are spending so much energy being somebody that you are not. You could spend a third of that energy being exactly who you're supposed to be. Have you ever described somebody's attitude or their behaviors or their style as fake? Like, you know, we'll say they're trying to keep up with the Joneses, right? So they're buying clothes that you think they can't afford, because let's be honest, we don't really know what people can afford. We just assume they cannot, or we assume that they can. But I have never in my life used the word fake. to describe myself. Why would I do that? Because I don't think I'm fake at all. Because see, what happens when you are dealing with yourself, you always think that everybody else is struggling with something and you're not struggling with it. You always think that other people are having a hard time accepting who they are and they're running around not being genuine, not being real. But you never think that about yourself. Let me raise my hand because, see, I know y'all worthy women, y'all don't ever do that, but I do. Sometimes I think to myself, oh, thank God I don't act like them. Oh, thank God I don't do the things they do. I mean, first of all, how do I even have the audacity to say, let me thank God for doing that? Slap me for even thinking that that's appropriate. Because honestly, worthy women, I have been fake at times. I have not been 100% genuine to who I am and who I have been created to be. I have not been myself. Because sometimes I can present the fake part of me and not the genuine part of me. So I want you to think about that, worthy women, because honestly, I can't talk about you. I can only talk about me. Aren't you glad? And you can just say, Corey, we are really going to pray for you because you need to get it together. So that's fake me as an adjective, where I use the word to describe someone who I believe is not real, not genuine. They're a counterfeit and their life is a sham. But then, the definition goes on and it gets better as it goes on. And part 2 of the definition is fake as a verb. Now, we understand that verbs in the grammatical sense show action. The action can be direct, it can be indirect. The action can be passive. The action can be more like delayed. Okay. So depending on how a word is used in the sentence, you can identify the verb sometimes at the beginning, sometimes at the end, depending on how the sentence is written. So when I was looking at the definition of fake as a verb, this is what it said: to alter or manipulate. Worthy women, if you have ever manipulated someone, you are fake. First of all, I just want to say that's the honest truth. And I'm going to put all of us in that. We all probably not 100% of the time doing it on purpose. Probably inadvertently we have done manipulation to someone or to some particular area of our life because we wanted a certain result. But there are times, because women are brilliant creatures, that we have used words, we have used actions, we have used emotions to alter or manipulate the action of the people that we are in contact with. Now, listen, I know that sounds terrible. However, we have made it easier to justify why we do those things, because I'm like, well, I'm not fake, but I certainly want, Peter, Paul, and Mary to do exactly what I want them to do. So I would prefer to do something that would cause them to do something that I want them to do. So fake as a verb is to alter or manipulate, as to give a genuine appearance. So when I am acting fake, here's what really got me when I started thinking about the things and situations over the span of my adult life, that I have given the appearance of one thing, but actually had a different motive. Have y'all ever done that? Let me just, I know it's just me. Thank God we're just talking about me. But if you have ever attempted, ever in your life, to change or alter the way that you appeared, not physically, but the way that your speech and the way that your behavior, the way that your nonverbal language communicated to the people that you were with, that changed, altered, manipulated, but it appeared that you were completely genuine in order to execute what you want, that is being fake. Y'all, can I tell you right now that I started thinking about just everyday conversations, and I'm like, do I do that a lot? Because I need to stop that. I don't want to alter who I am or manipulate people because I want them to do something I want to do so I can turn around and say, well, they're fake anyway. Isn't it funny how we want to call people the thing that we're actually being? Fake. Anyway, it is also to simulate something. So if you have ever coughed and faked sick and called into work, if you have ever said to someone, oh, actually, I can't do that, I have something else planned, and really what you have planned is to go home and take a nap. If you've ever done anything to say, oh, I'm sorry, I have a prior commitment, I won't be able to come, it is because you want to simulate the appearance of not being able to be committed to that particular thing. But in reality, you just don't want to be bothered. So I wonder why, worthy women, in those moments we don't exercise honesty, because it's easier to be fake. It's easier to pretend that I'm sick. It's easier to pretend that I have something else that I want to do, when in reality, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do nothing with you, and I certainly don't want to do anything with myself. Have you ever decided to fake your emotions to get what you want? Have you ever turned on the tears? Have you ever turned on the anger? Have you ever turned on the frustration in order to, I believe the definition said, manipulate others to alter what they see, think, or hear, or believe about you, because now they're seeing a part of you that changes their response? But you're being fake because you're not being genuine to who you are. You're not the real you. You're being the you that you want to be because there's something that you want to get from them. Okay, y'all, it's a little tight, okay, even for me. So y'all heard that song, It's My Party and I'll Cry If I Want To. I used to think to myself, well, that is stupid. Because if it's my party, I'm not crying. Because number one, I don't want to mess up my makeup if I'm wearing some. Number two, I want every person's attention to be on me because it's my party. But in understanding that we choose emotions at time in order to get what we want made me think completely differently about saying it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. See, everybody's already there celebrating you, honoring you, cherishing you, and giving you gifts and saying, oh my gosh, we love you. But what I'm more interested in doing is being fake and manipulating the situation and manipulating the people who are with me because I really want to get more from them than they want to give. Oh my gosh. Have you ever been guilty of doing that? Have you ever said something that you knew would pull at the heartstrings of the person that you're with, or with your mom or your dad, your brother, your sister, your cousins, whatever? Have you ever done something? Have you ever used your will, your mind, your emotions, every fiber of your being to shift the dynamic so you could get what you wanted? See, we used to say that, oh my gosh, they're just spoiled rotten. Oh my gosh, she's such a brat. Oh my gosh, she always does that. Worthy women, but the truth is, you're being fake. You're altering and manipulating, and you're simulating something that's really not a problem. Oh, so you're pretending, basically. Has anyone, okay, let me not talk about you. Let me just talk about me. Have I ever pretended to like someone, and in my head, I was thinking, I cannot stand you? Yes. Have I ever pretended to be interested in a conversation that I'm having at work when in reality, I don't care about the conversation? I certainly don't care about those people. And I wish they wouldn't stop me and talk to me. Okay, I am guilty of that. But what I do in those moments is I alter my appearance, right? So I give the appearance of being interested. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretending, I'm simulating what they need in order for them to talk. But honestly, I'm being a fake me because I don't really care about them. I don't really care about what's happening. I thought to myself, why in the world do I do that? Why do I do that? Not just to them. They don't even know I'm doing it. And that's 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 the beauty and the curse of being fake. See, for you, well, let me not talk about you, but for me, I think, well, it gets me out of that situation. I don't have to deal with it anymore. That's the beauty of it. Like, I get out of it, right? But the curse is, Corey, now those people are going to expect you to be that at all times, and you can't be it. Shut the front door, worthy women. I don't know if you have ever been something to someone that is not who you really are, and you've had to upkeep that persona all the time with them because you weren't, say it with me, honest. Y'all, so I I literally now think that fake is not what we claim it to be. You know, fake body parts, fake money, fake relationships, fake Instagram posts, Facebook's. Well, yeah, it's not that stuff. It's not that stuff, y'all. What fake is when you make a conscious decision, decision to change who you are because you want to give a different appearance, because you want a different reaction, because you want to be able to manipulate or control, and you're not interested in what's the best for those people. You're only interested in what's the best for you. So I thought, after I had studied those things, I said, I honestly don't want to read anything else about being fake because this is eating my lunch right now. But then I want to take a strategic pause and say something that we have heard. We might have said it, I'm not sure, but have y'all ever heard that phrase, fake it till you make it? I used to think to myself, well, if you're faking it, you really don't have it, right? I mean, but I guess that's what they're saying. You pretend like you do until you actually get it. And then you're not faking it anymore because you've made it now, because you have it. But in light of understanding what the word fake means, you know, we've had people fake to be doctors and lawyers and, you know, just police officers. People can become something else without having the knowledge, the training, or expertise to be those things, because we're like, oh, just fake it till you make it. Don't worry about that, girl. Just do what you need to do in order to get where you need to get. Wait, just 1 minute. Are you telling me that I should not be real? I should not be genuine. I should be a counterfeit. I should sham people. I should alter or manipulate my appearance, my personality. I should simulate fakeness in order to make it to what exactly am I faking it to make it to? What exactly am I doing in my life that prohibits me from actually doing the work that I'm supposed to do? And now I'm just saying, well, I'm going to just fake it. I'm going to pretend to be doing things in order to give the appearance that I am actually doing something. Y'all, I thought about that tonight and I said, I'm never saying that again. Because when you say you are faking it, you are not being true to who you are. If you can't tie your shoe, why are you walking around saying you can? That's not going to help you learn how to tie your shoe. What's going to help you is when you actually decide and you make a decision to get down and learn how to tie your shoe. No, but we'll just walk around. We'll have somebody tie our shoe and we'll just slide it on. We'll never untie it. So you're walking around and your shoe's flopping off the back of your heel because you're faking it until you make it. But what are you going to make? What you're going to make is an accident if you're not careful and you don't learn how to tie your shoes. So I'm really trying to decipher what exactly is the benefit of being fake. I honestly want to know, what have I gained in my life by not being genuine, by not being real, by simulating that I'm going to be something when I know I'm not going to be it, or offering something that I know I have no intention of giving. Or I wonder what I'm gaining by being counterfeit me. What have I gained by not being myself? I mean, I guess sometimes, worthy women, we think we gain friends. We gain status. We might gain a little bit of popularity. We might gain relationships. But what have I really gained when I'm fake? Because honestly, not being genuine won't keep you in the space that you're now occupying. And on top of that, how do you now go to being yourself when you were faking it to make it? Anyway, so I want to know, have you ever faked it to make it? Well, finally, the best part of the definition is the noun, part 3. And it said, one that is not what it purports to be. Now, listen, I love when words have words in them that you have to define again. Like, I know what words mean, but I love to actually verify that what I think and what I've understood in all of my years of learning is exactly what the word means. So it says one that is not what it purports to be. So purports means a suspicious appearance of being, intending, or claiming. Okay, so because we are women, our intuition is extremely high. Okay, so sometimes you meet people and you have a little bit of suspicion about who they really are. You have a little bit of suspicion of their motives, a little bit of suspicion about their intentions. And it's not because you don't like that person. It's because what you're picking up from them is fake. And so you don't want to not give them the benefit of the doubt. But what you're really wondering is, what is that person hiding? How come I don't think that they're actually being genuine? It's crazy to me that we can describe people's behavior with the words that define fake, but we never say that that's what someone is being. And I literally connected the dots and I would be like, oh my God, they are so disingenuous. Oh my gosh, they are pretending. They are doing this. They are being a counterfeit. But what I'm really saying, and sometimes we think because the word is bigger that it has a greater impact. No, it doesn't. But what I really understood is that what people are being is fake. And I thought to myself when I read the definition, one that is not what it purports to be, someone who has an appearance that is not, it doesn't ring true to who they are. Because you know the saying, you never get a second chance to make a first impression? I totally believe that. Because when you meet me, you're always going to remember this is how she was when we met. Even if you see me perform differently or you see me act differently, you're always going to go back to that frame of reference, to that baseline of who I was when we met. So sometimes we say, that girl is as different as in night and day. Okay, some days she's like this, some days she's like this. So that person is giving off a suspicious appearance of being. So are you hot or cold? Which one? Because you can't be both. Are you intending to be a doctor, but you're only a third-year medical student? Are you claiming to be rich and you have $4? Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think worthy women defining our behavior, defining ourselves as either real, genuine, or fake will help us delineate the life that we need to live. I can't be with people, and I've said this a lot. I said, I can't be with fake people. They get on my nerve. And then I thought to myself today, maybe I'm one of the fake people. Maybe what I need to do is evaluate that Carrie, Michelle, is being genuine at all times, that I am presenting exactly who I am at all times. Wait, hold on, time out. So this part of the definition makes me really uncomfortable because I said, oh my gosh, sometimes I think that people don't want me to be who I am. Whoa. That's where reality sets in, where we recognize that I am not comfortable with me. Have y'all ever had one of those moments where you're like, wait, hold on. I'm nervous. I feel out of place. I'm not exactly sure. And then you go back through that situation and you realize that the only reason why you felt like that is because you were being fake. You weren't being you. So that's why it was so difficult for you to be in that situation, to be around those people, to learn and grow in that manner, because you weren't being you. I've done that. I mean, like, because people have always said, oh my God, Korea is so bossy. Oh my God, Korea is so loud. Oh my God, sometimes Korea is so intimidating. And I have used those words and phrases to alter, as the definition says, to alter me. Because I thought, oh, I don't want people to think I'm loud. I don't want people to think that I'm bossy. But I can only be me. Does that mean that I don't curtail it and I don't make adjustments? No, it totally means that I do, but it means more than that, that I don't become someone else. Worthy women, you can only be you. There is no way that the earth is going to be able to function if we are all being fake versions of ourselves. We were destined to be who we are, with our personalities, with our likes, with our dislikes, with our strengths, with our areas of opportunity in our life. We can only be ourselves. So I thought to myself, after I heard that part of the definition about people who purport to be somebody else, where that means they're suspicious in appearance of being, intending, or claiming, I asked myself these questions. I said, have I ever met someone and I thought, is that who they really are? And I walk away from that exchange thinking, they can't be that. They have to be somebody else, because that doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. It certainly doesn't work for them. Have I ever walked away from a conversation and said, man, I wasn't myself at all? Yes. Yes, I have, actually. And I thought to myself, I have just done myself a disservice, because now that person believes this is who I am all the time. And I'm not that. I'm not that. And we are so accusatory to each other. Oh, she's two-faced. Oh, she can't decide who she wants to be. Well, she's like this with these people and she's like this with these people. Worthy women, I'm telling you right now, you can only be you. Any other version of yourself is fake. It is fake. And it is causing your life to be messed up. Because when you are not true to who God birthed you to be on the earth through your parents, you are wasting your time, and people are missing out on who you are and what you have to offer them, because you are faking it until you make it. So I thought to myself, I do not want to be a worthless imitation passed off as genuine. When you're fake, it's worthless. Nobody wants a fake diamond. Duh. When we say diamonds are a girl's best friend, we mean the ones that are mined, okay? We mean the one that you go deep to find. You got to dust them off. You go take it to the jeweler. They praise it. The clarity, the cut, absolutely astonishing. I don't want no fake diamond. That is not appropriate. I do not want to be an imitation of myself that is worthless. That means I don't value me. I don't value my contributions. I don't value what I am created to be, because I am more concerned about pleasing and becoming everything that everybody else thinks I should be. And I, in that process, lose me. I don't want to be worthless. I don't want to be somebody else. I want to be me. I mean, there was a boy band that sang that song, I Gotta Be Me. And it's the truth. I gotta be me. And finally, I don't want to be an imposter. You know, in literature, sorry, y'all know, because learning is key for me. There's such a thing as imposter syndrome, where it actually starts off as a form of flattery, but psychology tells me, as I've studied it, that it becomes more of a detriment. So someone sees someone that they admire, they respect, and they want to emulate them. They want to do the things that they have done, study the way that they have studied, which is fine, okay? Because I think people should have aspirations when they're going to study or they're, going to become somebody. Someone inspired you along the way. Teachers inspire a ton of children. Teachers are genuine for that. But there's certain people in your life, your parents, of course, your siblings, but there are people that you inspire to emulate because of the things that you've seen them do. But when it becomes dangerous is when you become an imposter. That means that someone assumes false identity or title. See, when you're fake, so many areas of your life are imposters. You're not able to be somebody else. You're not even able to the right word I want to say, you're not even able to pretend that you are qualified or you are just like so and so and so. You can't be something that you're not. And I think with the help of lies, basically, okay, we have hyped people up and they are imposters. And here's what I want us to understand tonight, worthy women. They're not imposters of other people. They're imposters of themselves. There was only one Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., only one Nelson Mandela, only one Ruth Bader Ginsburg, only one Carrie, Michelle, Copeland. But if I walk around being an imposter, that means I'm trying to assume the identity of someone else because I want more people to like me or I want more people to accept me. Ladies, I am telling you tonight, the only person that hurts is me. Because here's what happens when people recognize that you are fake. They roll out. Because what would they gain by staying in a relationship with someone that they've never met before? When you are fake, people never meet you. And I learned as I've gotten older and wiser that the only way to live and to be worthy is to be me. And I am challenging us worthy women to avoid using cliche phrases and words and things that sound really good, that make us appear as if we have a little bit more knowledge or wisdom because we're like, oh, that girl's doing this. Oh, she's fake. Oh, this, they're fake. Oh, this. Oh, she's an imposter. She has this struggle. But in reality, I really just want to say to myself, am I being fake? Because ultimately, there are people that need you for exactly who you are. You are not a mistake. Your personality is not a mistake. Your knowledge, your wisdom, your life experience is not a mistake. You are needed in the earth, but not the fake you, the real you. So don't fake it till you make it any more, worthy women. We're done with that. Let that statement die tonight. And if you have walked around for years, because some of us have, I'll raise my hand, I did for a little bit of time, trying to be an imposter, trying to be a worthless imitation of something that's genuine, because I'm the one that's genuine. I mean, when you get me, baby, you get something. Do you hear me? I recognize that now, and I understand that now, and I have probably for, maybe the last 10 years of my life, I am the table. When someone encounters me, their life is forever altered, not because of me, but obviously because of the God in me. But I recognize, worthy women, I can only be me. And that's all I need to be forever. So I'm asking you to be you for the rest of your life, because it matters. There are other women, young, older, in between, looking for real women. Not what we see on the Instagram or the Twitter or the Facebook or whatever. They're looking for real women who have had struggles, women who have had complications with their body, women who have had not the best relationships at all times, women who have struggled with their self-esteem. They're looking for women that look like them. They don't want to have to fake it to come talk to you about real life. They don't want to have to fake it to be able to say today was a tough day. Worthy women, don't be fake no more. It's whack. Make a decision to say from this day forward, I will never again choose someone else over me. And who I'm talking about is me. I'm talking about I'm not going to not be who I am because I think it's not good enough, because I am good enough. Y'all, you are good enough, and that's the best that you can be. So I'm done being fake, worthy women. It's a wrap on that, because I want the earth to be different when I leave it. I love y'all so much. And I'll see you next Wednesday. It'll be May. What in the whole wide world? It'll be May when I see you again. Make the rest of the week wonderful. See y'all.